ranking from 16 to 1.
Yeah. So in at number 16 is Solar Man. The only comment we put against him was worst stage. It's just bad, it's frustrating, you're falling down a lot of ladders the entire time, you struggle all the way to the end.
It's not even particularly difficult, you don't die, you just get inconvenienced
Exactly,
repeatedly.
you just have to, it just takes forever to do. You get all the way to the end, you think, okay, right, Solar Man, he's going to be weak to fire. You use Bubble Shield, you walk into him, and he dies.
He does, he just instantly explodes.
Yeah.
Terrible boss, terrible stage. Awful, right?
Yeah, we'll pass on him.
We'll pass. Coming in at number 15, we have Chill Man. We've written forgettable because I remember nothing of that stage other than it had ice physics.
Yeah. Oh, we don't like ice physics.
We don't like ice physics, but make an impression.
I can barely remember anything about his stage. Did he have mini bosses?
I don't know.
Was ice physics his gimmick? I just can't remember. Apart from the blocks which shattered.
Yeah, but
those were kind of alright, but mostly frustrating.
Yeah, so Chill Man, we have nothing to say about. Come at 15 because the other levels at least made an impression on us.
Yeah. So going to number 14, this is a guy who definitely made an impression on us for all the wrong reasons. Blaze Man. Oh goodness. So if you watched the episode where we dealt with Blade Man, it was... I mean, there was a certain amount of satisfaction in working out how to do him in the end, and working out his pattern, but my god, his stage is boring, and then the actual fight with him just takes forever.
So the fight with him isn't even particularly interesting as a fight, right?
It's repetitive, and it just takes a long time because you can't hit him that many times whilst he's zipping around the stage like a moon.
Even if you've got the weakness weapon, as we just found out, it's still a pain.
Yeah. The whole thing that simply by firing, like with Nitro Man, he's not actually weak to being, eating the weakness of his, of his weapon, in his case, Chill Man's weapon in the face. You've got to use the sub effect from the weapon to actually deal more damage to him.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's so unintuitive. I mean, it's interesting and it's new, but it's nowhere is it.
It's just not an intuitive way of dealing with us.
I mean, with Nitro Man, you would think, okay, fair enough. A motorbike goes over some spikes, tyres burst. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I can kind of understand the reason behind that. What's the reason behind Blade Man being weak to missile shockwaves?
Don't know. He likes hanging out on walls and the things like that.
Having said that, Mega Man 9, I mean, Jules being weak to black holes.
That makes sense, though. He shields himself with Jules, you eat the shield.
Okay, fair enough. Splash Woman and Bees.
That one makes no sense. But that's amazing, so it doesn't count.
Possibly some kind of bizarre developer in-joke, who knows?
Okay. Jewel Man. It comes in at number 13 for us.
Okay, I don't like Jewel Man. Nat here, I know, loves Jewel Man.
I don't love Jewel Man.
Okay, you love his weapon.
I love the weapon.
Jewel Man I don't like simply because it's pixel-perfect jumping. If you've done Galaxy Man, you're thinking, okay, fair enough, I'm going to go for Jewel Man next, because you probably heard from your friends, okay, yeah, Jewel Man's weak to Galaxy Man. I'm pretty sure actually we did him as the second one anyway.
We did.
Way back when. So there must be an inherent reason why we think, okay, we'll go for Galaxy Man and then Jewel Man. But Jewel Man, his stage is full of spikes, and it's just...
There are so many jumps in Jewel Man's stage, which are incredibly tight, and just ruin you if you get them wrong.
Yeah.
And that's often not that fun.
No. It's like the worst bit of every 80s, 90s platformer brought back.
Right.
Number 12 is Pump Man. We like the branching paths. They were kind of interesting. The bit with the ambush catfish, as Nat likes to put it, or as I would put it, a giant-ass robo-prawn. Yeah, it was alright, but the boss was so pathetically easy and just irritating more than anything else. Yeah, he wasn't particularly great. Up at number 11...
Number 11, we have Plug Man.
Again, a stage I don't like. I hate the disappearing blocks.
So
I know they're a Mega Man staple. Oh, I know they're part of history. But
he hates them. And I am willing to concede that disappearing blocks are often something that people will not like and is an unintuitive mechanical over time.
Sucks.
Right. Number 10.
Nitro Man.
We like the cars,
They make a funny beep noise when they come onto the screen and try and drive straight into you.
but there isn't that much to write home about in terms of the
That's
stage.
kind of literally the entire reason. Why did it even make number 10? I just really like those beep noises.
Yeah, that's true. And also the boss we've already mentioned is relatively unintuitive. His weakness is the sub-effect of another weapon. I'm just like, really, game?
Really though, I mean, the reason he's all the way down here is because I'm most disappointed that we didn't get to use his sweet-ass bike.
Yeah, that would be an
I mean,
awesome...
can you imagine actually a Proto Man mode, just zipping through stages on bikes? That'd be
Great. Right. Number 9, Tornado Man.
We've put Ice Physics.
So,
Well, it's not really ice physics, it's kind of... Actually, wait, yeah, it is ice physics.
There is ice
yeah.
physics in the level.
Slippery physics.
we don't... It is interesting that Tornado Man is the flagship level of Mega Man 9. That is the most prominently advertised level.
Really?
Yeah, for all the advertising material.
Why?
That was the state, right?
Right.
And it has a good gimmick in terms of the rotating platforms. It's just the weird jumps that you have to make alongside ice physics that I think make it painful to play a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's especially painful when you don't have rush check to deal with it. And we had that to mitigate it a lot, but it's a nasty stage. That said, you know, there's good and bad parts of it, right? It's not a terrible stage by any means. Moving on.
Number 8, Magma Man. Really, all I can remember about this is the boss fight, because it's basically him, he just jumps straight into you, just jumps up and down on top of you until you get squashed. I
Yeah.
hate him.
I hate him as well, but
This is where Nat's advanced strategy of simply getting her and powering through all the lava and fire and enemies comes into play.
Yeah, so I like the stage because it has this unconventional damage boost strategy that just seems to trivialize large amounts of it.
It's not a strategy!
I think it's a legitimate strategy that you can use in games, and I like that a stage takes advantage of it.
Concrete Man, number 7.
We wrote meh for Concrete Man.
Yeah, he's pretty forgettable.
But that...
He has robotic elephants. I mean, he's kind of difficult if you're starting out playing against him, but if you're any kind of way into the game, he's pretty trivial.
Yeah, he's pretty trivial, but, like... I think the elephant fights are an interesting way to set up mini-boss fights, with a progressively harder one going on and on, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that must have been done in past Mega Man games.
Probably been done before, but I think the stage itself has the things that come up from the ground and kill you, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right, but it feels like a classic Mega Man stage. It teaches you lessons about Mega Man that you can use for the rest of the game. And that's why I like it, in general. And it has that really weird jumping section at the end, which is crazy.
Talking of weird jumping sections, Commando Man at number 6. Okay, so yeah, the Mega Man 10 boss fairly high up. I actually really like the sand mechanic. So in Commando Man stages, you may recall, you have these sandstorms which cover the stage, and they obscure. Not only do they obscure the blocks that Mega Man is standing on, in fact, any solid blocks, they also push him either forwards or backwards. So it's kind of like wind physics, pushing Mega Man back or forward, but also with disappearing blocks. I think that's interesting. I think that's a neat idea.
Yeah.
I mean, the boss himself, was pretty forgettable. He just fires missiles.
But he has a good stage gimmick. He has a lot of things in the stage to take advantage of that gimmick and do it in different ways. It's got a branching path as well that we saw. I think it's a good stage. It was frustrating for us. It was hard.
It was frustrating and hard, but at the same time, it felt satisfying to do.
Yeah. So I like Commando Man a lot. I think
you can tell that we really, really like the branching stage options in Mega Man games. Please give us more of those in Mega Man 10, Mega Man 11 Capcom.
That'll be good. So, coming in at number 5.
Strike Man! He's all about the sports. I love this guy. All of his robots are about the sports. He's in a stadium. You've got various sport mini-bosses. I just love him. He's great.
I love Strike Man's stage. I thought it was incredibly entertaining to play through. Mini-bosses were a bit ridiculous with the, football that just fires in from nowhere and murders you.
Nowhere near as... Was it Blade Man's that little mini-forts?
Yeah, nowhere near as bad as
that's horrible.
But good stage, good gimmick, fun boss at the end. He turns into a ball. I call him a clone of Armored Armadillo, but I'm okay with that because Armored Armadillo is a fine boss.
Also, his weapon is pretty fun to use.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's good.
Coming in at number 4.
Hornet Man.
Hornet Man stage is tough. It is one of the stages that we took the longest to deal with. But it is tough in a way that I feel doesn't require pixel-perfect jumps every time. But it does require you to be on the ball all the time. I think that's different, right? It requires you to be concentrating, be thinking about what's going on. And that is the difference between just something being rage-inducingly difficult and something being satisfying, right?
I merely put him up high because I like his weapon. He has an army of bees. He's a robot with an army of bees. It's amazing.
It is incredible.
Any boss that has anything to do with bees in video games, I love.
That's fun.
You know, King Zinger in Donkey Kong Country. The pain in Metal Gear Solid 3. I love it. Just bees. They make a little noise. Go, my army of bees!
There we go. Worth it. Number
bees
4.
Away!
Worth it for number 4.
I like bees.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Sheep Man.
So T doesn't agree that much with this, but I put Sheep Man very, very highly up because I thought the stage had a gimmick it exploited incredibly well the entire time, and then it iterated on it with other things involving timing, so like the timing explosion blocks, for example.
Was the light bulb was the light bulb boss? Was he Sheep Man? Okay, I like that. I like having to power the treadmills. I just can't get over the fact that Sheep Man's weapon sucks.
The weapon sucks, but that's not on Sheep Man. That is a different thing from the stage, right?
Okay.
And Sheep Man as a boss is a fair boss, right? It is a boss where if you aren't paying attention, you will die, but you can figure out what's going on fairly intuitively and fairly quickly.
Okay, maybe I'm being a bit too mean on Sheep Man.
Just because the weapon sucks, I know.
Yeah.
The weapon does suck.
You're right, Sheep Man.
Number 2.
Galaxy Man!
So, we wrote down we like the stage. But it is...
I think it's because most people who played Mega Man 9, I think Galaxy... I don't know why this is, but I think Galaxy Man was the first for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how a lot of people sort of like arrived at that conclusion, because out of all the stages which were advertised, Concrete Man sort of was presented as kind of like being like
the first stage. Yeah. It's very weird. So I did Concrete Man first when I did it, but on all my subsequent playthroughs I go to Galaxy Man first. It's because, the stage isn't trivial. There's some hard parts to it. There are fun gimmicks to it involving like the teleporting.
And those robots which drop down and carry you back into spikes, or carry you across platforms. They're great.
And so that's all fun to have within that level, but it's not breakingly difficult. It is a level with interesting gimmicks that isn't breakingly difficult, has a boss at the end that is endearing enough.
Yeah.
With a little dance. He's
got a great little tune. He's cool.
We don't always give marks for a stage being hard. We give marks for a stage having atmosphere, having good gimmicks, all that kind of stuff. And I think that's what Galaxy Man epitomised.
I think with a lot of Mega Man stages, you'll get into them and they'll just give you, they'll give you a friendly, memorable vibe. I mean, say like Mega Man X. I mean, Magma Mammoth's stage, completely forgettable.
Yep.
Chill Penguin stage, amazing.
Yeah, even though it's not that hard.
Exactly. It's the music. It's the robotic suits. Storm Eagle. Actually, can I just ask a question here? Okay, if you were playing Mega Man X, what is your first stage?
Chill Penguin.
Really? I always go for Storm Eagle.
Chill Penguin gives you the speed boost.
I always go for Storm Eagle.
But you have the speed boost.
Yeah, I know, but I always go for Storm Eagle. It's the way that you get into it. Do 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 do.
Okay, fine, maybe. The music with Storm Eagle is great, don't get me wrong. But, boot.
I mean, now that I think about it, playing through Mega Man X recently, I do always slightly struggle against... Yeah, because I don't have the speed boost.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I always manage to do it, so I just guess I'm just that good.
Okay.
But number one, the top Robot Master Man is not a man, it is Splash Woman.
Who would have guessed we named every man and then, like, Splash Woman happens to be at the top?
Yeah, Splash Woman is great.
Splash Woman is an excellent boss because she is a boss that can be taken down with the Mega Buster properly. And she is hilariously weak to bees.
Why? Why is a mermaid weak to bees?
I don't know.
There's no logic to it.
They're specialised underwater bees.
Deadly Amazon weapon.
So, I love that, because I love the boss fight in general. I think that it's cool that you can deal with it with the Mega Buster properly, and it's easy enough for you to pass. I like the stage as well. It is one of the rare good water stages, I think, in game.
Yeah.
Usually you will hate water stages, but this one I like.
Yeah, Mega Man as a series is not particularly well known for its water stages. I mean, Launch Octopus, pretty bad.
Yeah.
Bubble Man.
Oh god, that's a terrible stage.
Bubble Crab, pretty bad.
Yeah, they generally aren't great.
Catfish.
Bolt Catfish. Bolt Catfish had the giant submarine going through it, I'm sure. I remember that. Don't worry about it.
Catfish?
So, Splash Woman has a stage which uses the water gimmick really well for lots of fun jumping puzzles, all that kind of stuff, and really tight jumps that we go, oh, we're doing this. Even though it's actually not as bad as it seems. There's the entire sequence where you float up on the bubbles, which I thought was pretty cool. I think that might already be a Bubble Man stage, but I like it.
Yeah, Nat's only complaint is that the midpoint is after. No, wait, it's before that. It's the bottom of the. It's the bottom.
That is my biggest complaint. The midpoint is in the wrong place. It should be after that section, because that section is cool, but it is quite easy. And then the section afterwards with the platforms coming out.
Well, it's not really easy. It was more the fact that it was kind of hard for us to die, but we did spend a lot of time falling down.
Yeah. And the platform section above it is absolutely lethal. So you end up going back and having to just sit on this platform going up for ages. So that's the only real complaint I've got about that stage, though, because I think other than that, it's challenging, it's fun.
It utilises its mechanics well, it's got a great tune, it's memorable, it's got bits, and it's got a really memorable boss.
Yeah. That's all you really want in a Mega Man stage.
Exactly.
So
something that, you know, when you think that you'll take with you and remember, and when you think about it, it brings a smile to your face.
So Capcom, when you're making Mega Man 11, think more Splash Woman Galaxy Man,
less Solar Man, less Chill
Solar
Man,
yeah.
and definitely no friggin' Blade Man.
Guys, we've come to the end.
It's been real.
We have finished Mega Man 9. We have finished Mega Man 10.
So what next?
So,
apart from Mega Man 11, when it comes out.
When Mega Man 11 comes out, we will do an LP and we will continue this LP showing you Mega Man.
Oh.
But for now, we're going to be on a bit like... I initially had a plan for a Chrono Trigger LP.
Ah, the Chrono Trigger randomizer.
Yes, that was the plan. Unfortunately, Mega 64, a very, very prominent LPer, started a Chrono Trigger run about 2 weeks ago. So
who do these guys think they are?
I don't want to rain on his parade, so we're not going to be doing that for a bit anyway.
Fair enough.
Which means that we have some questions about what we do. Sonic Mania is an idea that I have that I might want to do with T.
Might be an idea waiting for Sonic Mania Plus.
That might be a good idea. T mentioned, actually, taking me through the Super Nintendo Castlevania.
No.
Which one?
No, Symphony of the Night.
Which one is that? Because I don't know Castlevania.
God, I mean, how do you not know this? I mean, like, Symphony of the Night, I mean, like, is one of the... Have you ever read anything about any, like, kind of speedrunning or glitching through games? Symphony of the Night is, like, one of the most famous, along with Super Metroid.
Okay.
Wait a minute, have you ever completed Super Metroid?
No.
Oh my goodness me!
So the entire thing is...
You see, this man, I mean... He's good at video games, but there are some... It's just like some really damning oversights that he just has not played.
Okay. So
I'm just saying. I'm just genuinely baffled.
So I have a question for the viewers of this, and this will be on a poll at the end of the LP. Do you want us to do me playing Super Metroid or me playing Symphony, and T guiding me?
I mean, Symphony of the Night. I personally would say Symphony of the Night is a better game than Super Metroid, and there are others who disagree. But, it's your choice.
Yeah, we'll leave that up to you guys. And with that, we're done.
Yeah, it's all over.
And it was... ... It was an absolute blast to play this game. It was an absolute blast to...
No, it wasn't. Mega Man 10 sucked. It wasn't a blast.
It was a blast to play Mega Man 9, okay? I loved playing that game.
Okay, so it was a blast to play Mega Man 9. It was not a blast to play Mega Man 10. So they're all cancelled out, and we're pretty much back where we started.
I think that's a great way to end it.
What, flat and neutral? Well, it is a Sunday evening, and we're all going back to work tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much for listening, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. We will catch you all in the next LP.
Adios.